In this box we have one of the most affordable electric bikes, and today we are going to find out what it can really do. Hi there, as usual it's me, just a voiceover, and you're watching Review Machines, and this is all new e-bike Hyper Engine B51. Without being said, let's unpack the thing right now. Well, it seems we'll have to assemble the thing. As to the package, I should mention all the parts are packed properly and neatly. The front wheel is disassembled to make the box be more compact. There is even a set of tools that we need to assemble the bike. I like it. First of all, we attach the handlebar. Then install a front wheel, fix the pedals, seat and fenders. And that was probably all we had to do. Now we can go. Let's have a ride. Here it is, our bike. It looks pretty good, despite it's cheap. Few words about today's agenda. Firstly, we'll look closer at the construction and some details of the bike. Then we will have a test ride, of course, and make some tests, both on asphalt and on ground, including the most interesting, the range test. Finally, we will speak about the prices. Well, let's put our plans into action. So we have here a full-size e-bike based on a steel frame and 26-inch wheels. By the way, I like the color. Midnight blue. It's a deep color and it looks awesome. The paint quality is also decent. Generally speaking, the quality of the bike produces a pleasant impression. Fine welding seams, build quality is decent, cables management is also fine, nothing is dangling. As a result, the bike looks as if it was more expensive product than it really is. Now let's look at the main parts. There is an electric reducer motor, 350 watts power. It works together with lithium battery, 36 volts, 10.4 ampere-hours capacity. The battery is demountable. It's packed into this plastic box. There is a state of charge indicator on it. The frame is hardtail, so there is only front suspension. We'll see how it works later. The disc brakes are mechanical, and there is a Shimano gear with 7 ranges. The seat is quite tough. The design of the handlebar is neat and well considered. Though we don't see here any computer, just a battery indicator, that's all. The handles are made of a pleasant-to-touch rubber. Turning the bike upside down, we see a decent idle run of the wheels. And finally, let's weigh our bike. The result is 23 kilos, so it's rather standard weight for the electric bike. And now I think it's high time to start our tests. Let's go. While I'm getting my very first impressions, few words why I chose this very bike for the review. The matter is, it's a full-size e-bike with 26-inch wheels with decent characteristics. But the most important, it's an affordable one. And speaking about the money, at our place its price is about $800. Yes, there may be some cheaper bikes, but most likely they either will be mini bikes or with weak 250 motors and smaller battery that would be appropriate for assist drive, but not for direct drive. And here we have 350 watts motor and 10.4 ampere-hours battery, and as you can see, it's quite enough for direct drive mode in our test. The reducer motor has a good torque. It's enough to start moving with electric drive without pedaling. The acceleration is not insane, of course, especially if the rider is quite weighty like me, but on the whole, it drives me on the ground quite swiftly. As to the maximum speed, we will check it later on asphalt. What I especially like here, despite it's an electric bike, it's possible to pedal it without serious additional efforts. So even if the battery is dead, it's possible to keep on moving, like on a regular bike without motor. As to the suspension performance, it's pretty standard. Generally speaking, it works, but you shouldn't expect much from it. It's cheap, as well as its performance. Besides, I didn't like the sound of knocking of the suspension pads. Well, such as it is. And now let's move to the asphalt test. Again, I'd like to mention pretty nice looking exterior and paint of the bike. But speaking about the test. First of all, let's see how the bike accelerates without pedal assist with the rider 72 kilos weight. Definitely there is not enough power for burnout, but quite enough for decent acceleration, as we can see. Few words about the modes we have here. As I said, there is an unusual direct drive, when we can go on the bike without pedaling at all. Besides, there is an assist mode. You pedal the bike, and the electric motor just helps you to do that. The higher the mode is, the more significant the assist is. As to the other stuff, I can't say anything special. Everything works pretty well. Bicycle gears change the mode swiftly and neatly. The idle run is good. Nothing is dangling and trembling. And even the mechanical brakes work pretty well, as we can see. Now it's time to check the maximum speed. Firstly, let's try with direct drive. As we can see, the result is 32 km per hour. Pretty standard result for reducer motor. Now let's try with pedaling. The maximum speed in the assist mode is 36 km per hour. Well, in fact, we have only one test, its range. In order to do that, we have to come back home now to recharge the battery completely. So see you tomorrow, guys, just in few seconds. Hello my friends, today we are going to make a range test of these devices. And now, as we can remember, it's time for this e-bike, Hyper Engine B51. We start the GPS tracker and now it's time to begin. Let's go! The outside conditions for the most part are fine, but there is strong wind that can affect the final result. During this test, we are moving at a speed 30 km per hour without pedals. And while we are moving, I'd like to say a few words about my impressions of the bike. And my impressions are pretty well. It's a simple and pretty standard e-bike with decent quality and characteristics. The most important feature of this bike – it's the price. First of all, it's worth our attention, cause it's really affordable bike. There is no any computer, and the front suspension is not so effective. But the bike is cheap, that's all. Meantime, the battery is almost dead, and it's time to see the final result. 34 kilometers. All I can say, it's a normal result for the bike with its characteristics. Just what it should be. Well, it's time to wrap it up, guys. Please post your comments what you think of this bike. What are your results of range tests of your e-bikes? Thanks for having a ride with us, my friends. Consider subscribing the channel if you liked this video. Stay with us, there will be many more interesting materials here. Goodbye.